Good morning, students. Last session we discussed the multiplier concept and also we discussed the marginal propensity to consume and the relationship between multiplier. And today we are going to discussing the types of multiplier and the leakages of multiplier and the uses of multiplier, and also we discuss the new concept accelerator principle. Next we will move to the types of multiplier. Next, we will move to the classification of multiplier or kinds of multiplier or types of multiplier. We have two multiplier. One is static multiplier and another one is dynamic multiplier. The static multiplier, also known as simultaneous multiplier, timeless multiplier, and logical multiplier. There are three names. One is simultaneous multiplier, and another one is timeless multiplier, and the third one is logical multiplier. So the another name of statistical multiplier is also known as simultaneous multiplier, timeless multiplier, and logical multiplier. Under the static multiplier, the change in the investment and the resulting in the change in the income are simultaneous process. So when the change in the investment, it will happen change in the income simultaneously. So there is no time gap between income changes and investment changes, and there is also no change in marginal propensity to consume in the country, and as the economy move from one equilibrium position to another equilibrium position. Equilibrium means both investment and income meet together at one point, that is equilibrium. Here simultaneous multiplier or static multiplier means no time gap between when income changes, it will lead to the investment changes, or when the investment changes or the income changes. And the second one is dynamic multiplier, is also known as sequence multiplier. Sequence multiplier. In a real life, income level does not increase instantly, because we know our income is not increasing instantly. Year by year, month by month only our income is increasing with the investment, because investment is very long process, so we cannot accept income immediately. So in fact there is a time lag. Here there is no time lag, but here dynamic multiplier means there is time lag between increase the income and consumption expenditure. Next we will move to the leakages of multiplier, or the demerits of multiplier, or weaknesses of multiplier. The leakages of multiplier, first point is the payments towards past debts. Debts means borrowing money from financial institution, bank, friends, relative, money lender, etc. Payments towards old debt. So the multiplier assumes that, if the payments towards past debts means if a portion of additional income, or if a portion of income is used for the repayment of old loan in the bank, financial institution, friends, relative, money lender, etc., the marginal propensity to consume is reduced, because our portion of income, one portion of income is going to repay the old debt or old loan, and the marginal propensity to consume is reduced, and the result in the volume of multiplier is also reduced or cut. And the second one is the purchase of existing wealth. So if the income is used for purchase of existing wealth, already we have building, already we have car, already we have machinery, but if you want to purchase same machinery, same building, same car again, that means existing wealth. So if income is used in the purchase of existing wealth, such as land, building, shares, money is circulated among the people and never enter into the consumption, because already we have, but already once again we purchase the same type of properties. It is not helpful for increasing the consumption stream. As a result, with the value of multiplier is affected. And the fourth one is non-availability of. Next we will move to the import of goods and services. The income spent on good imports of goods or services flow out the country gets little chance to return the income stream in the country. For example, if we want to import more, our wealth is going to other country, we cannot able to invest more money in the business, in the economy, because all the resources we import from other country, here inside the country we cannot increase or extend our investment, and thus imports reduce the value of multiplier. And fourth one is non-availability of consumer goods. The multiplier theory assumes the instantaneous supply of consumer goods following demand, because all the consumer demands are fulfilled by the producing of goods and services, but there is often time lag. We need some time. During this gap, demand is greater than supply. The inflation is like to rise, because inflation means steady increase in the price level. When steady increase in the price level in the economy, the demand is more. So when the demand is more, automatically the entrepreneurs or seller, they are increasing the price. It will lead to the inflation. This reduce the consumption expenditure, because when the price is increasing, we will reduce our consumption, and thereby multiplier value is also fall down. And last one is the full employment situation. So under the condition of full employment, resources are, even human resources, natural resources, mineral resources, all financial resources, all the resources are fully employed. So the additional investment will lead to inflation. So it is also one of the factor for reducing the multiplier in the country. And next we will move to the uses of multiplier. Next we will move to the uses of multiplier. The first uses is multiplier highlights the importance of investment and income employment theory. The multiplier, because there is close relationship between investment, income and employment in the country. So multiplier highlights these 3 points, particularly in the developing country. And the second one is the process throws the lights on the different stages of trade cycle. You already know the 4 stages of trade cycle: boom, recession, recovery and depression. This multiplier focus. The next importance is the process through the light on the different stages of trade cycle. You already know the different type of trade cycle. One is recession, recovery, boom and depression. All these 4 phases, it's shown by, it's clearly explained by with the help of this multiplier. And the third one is, it is also helps in the bringing the equality between savings and investment, because saving is converted into investment. And the fourth one is the multiplier helps to formulating the government policies. How much investment we will increase in the next year, what are the income, what amount of income we will get back from the investment. So it will helpful for making the policy budget program for the government. And the fifth one is, it helps to reduce the unemployment to achieve full employment, because it will increase the investment. With the help of the increasing investment, we will provide the full employment in the country. So it will reduce the unemployment in the economy. Next we will move to the kinds of multiplier. So we have 4 types of multiplier. One is tax multiplier, and the second one is employment multiplier. Third one is foreign trade multiplier. Fourth one is investment multiplier. First one is tax multiplier, second one is employment multiplier, third one is foreign trade multiplier, and the fourth one is investment multiplier. One is tax multiplier. What do you mean by tax multiplier? Tax multiplier represent the multiplier by which the GDP, gross domestic product, whether increase or decrease, it will respond to a increase or decrease in the taxes. Okay, that is tax multiplier. If the country receive the lowest amount of gross domestic product, the country will impose the high tax rate. Otherwise, on the other hand, if the country receive the high GDP, achieve the maximum goal, it will reduce the taxes. The formula is tax multiplier is equal to MPC, marginal propensity consume, divided by 1 by marginal propensity to consume. Later I will explain. It will come to 6th lesson or 7th lesson. We will explain later. And next multiplier is known as foreign trade multiplier. So foreign trade multiplier also known as export multiplier, like investment multiplier. It may be defined as the amount by which the national income of a country will be raised by 1 unit of domestic investment on export. Nothing but when will increase the 1 unit of export, it will lead to increase in the national income, because export receive the income, import receive the import means expenditure. When we will increase the export, it will give more income. It will add to the national income of a country, that is foreign trade. The last multiplier is known as investment multiplier. So investment multiplier refers to the increase in the public or private investment spend has a more than proportionate positive impact on aggregate income. Nothing but when the private or government will increase the investment, it will impact on aggregate income of the country on the general economy. When we will increase the income, it will helpful to increase the aggregate demand throughout the country. And the last is known as employment multiplier. Employment multiplier is nothing but there is close relationship between investment and multiplier. So when we will increase the investment, it will leads to increase the income. When income is increasing, automatically investment is also increasing. These are the 4 types of multiplier, but in your book there is no explanation. I will get from another one book. So it is the very important concept: tax multiplier, employment multiplier, foreign trade multiplier, and investment multiplier. Students, next we will move to the accelerator principle. Very important topic. It is compared to accelerator, it is totally different concept. So the accelerator principle was first formulated by Aftalion in 1909, and later it will be developed by Hawtrey in 1930, and also it was developed by Bickerdike in 1914, and later it was developed by famous economist J.M. Clark, Samuelson, and Harrod. They are developed in the year 1917. And what is the meaning of multiplier? Multiplier means a given increase in the demand for consumption. A given increase in the demand for consumption goods in the economy generally leads to accelerated the demand for machinery. So when we will increase the consumption, on the other hand, the usage of machinery is also increasing. That is accelerator principle. Consumption is increasing, the usage of machinery is increasing, because now most of the industries, they are producing the goods and services with the help of machinery. When the consumption is increasing in the particular industry, particular country, the usage of machinery is also increasing. We need more machinery to fulfill their demand in the particular country. And the next one is accelerator is the numerical value of the relation between increase the consumption and resulting the increasing the investment. So here, when we will fulfill the consumption, we will need more investment to purchase the machinery. So that is the accelerator is the numerical value for relationship between increase the consumption and increase in the investment. So increase in the consumer demand. One point, if you increase the consumer demand, it will lead to the firms or industry will get close to full capacity, fill the capacity. For example, if the machinery producing 1000 units per day, so consumer demand is more, the entrepreneur businessman, they are get the 1000 output from the industry, that is we will use the full capacity of the particular machinery, and it will lead to the firms invest to meet rising the demand. That means we will need more machinery. So accelerator symbol is beta. Beta is equal to delta I divided by delta C. Delta I is equal to change in investment. It will lead to delta C is equal to change in consumption. Students, next class we will going to discuss the definition of accelerator, assumptions of accelerator, and the limitations of accelerator, and leverage. Sorry, tomorrow and Monday I have doubt clarified class, and today also I accept more from your side. I will ready to explain your doubts. Okay, thank you, students.